Didn't that collector Hugo mention if we wanted to attend the auction to give him a call? But he didn't leave us with his contact information. Odd, right? If he wanted us to contact him, why not leave a number? Did he just forget?
Maybe he left a puzzle for us to solve, like in the movies.
You've been watching too many movies, Belle. We need to separate fiction from reality. Come to think of it, Hugo did leave us a raffle ticket, and said something weird. He said something cringy like, "There are always secrets hiding behind the light." Wait, don't tell me. I get it now. This guy watches too many detective movies. Anyway, let's try contacting him.
Aha, it's you, the manager of my favorite video store. Glad you've cracked my little puzzle. I've been waiting for you to contact me. I was worried I might have left a bad impression.
Actually, I have a favor to ask. About the auction you mentioned. Could you secure 2 invites for us?
Ah, so you'd like to attend the auction? I'd love to assist, but unfortunately, I have some tasks at hand. But if you two can help me with my current task, I should be able to find time to get the invitations you need.
What kind of task? Is it something I can handle? Nothing too dangerous, I hope.
Don't worry, I would never put you in danger. Let's discuss the specifics in person. I'll wait for you at Dew Gardening Shop in Lumina Square.
You've arrived, my friend. Punctual as always.
Another waste of my precious time. This time, I'll...
Good day, manager. Wonderful to see you again. You're as sophisticated and charming as always. About our previous discussion, I assume you've made some progress? I see. Looks like it's more complicated than I thought. I appreciate your help. Here are the promised invitations for you. One was mine, but I won't be able to attend as I'll be occupied that day. I had to pull a few strings to secure these invitations, so please don't mention where they came from. Otherwise, someone might come hunt me down.
Wait, seriously? Is the auction really that dangerous?
Well, when you dance with sharks, you can't avoid risk. But I have faith in you, dear manager. I'm entrusting you with my life.
Don't worry, my lips are sealed. And so are my brothers.
I've been meaning to say, you're so close with your sibling. I'm kind of jealous. What's your view on family ties, manager?
It's a bond you can count on. Like, no matter what happens, Wise and I have each other's backs.
That's the exact kind of answer I expected from you. How lovely. I once had a half-sister. Different mothers.
Had? Did you two fall out of touch because of an argument or something?
No, we never argued. I would like to try, but it's too late. She's been gone so long. I can barely remember her face.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was a sensitive topic. My condolences.
It's okay. I brought it up first, and it was ages ago. Anyway, back to what we were saying. It's highly likely that Hartman will be at the auction as well. As you know, while he's the rightful heir to the Ravenlock family, he keeps many secrets. Should you cross paths with him in the future, be cautious. He's sitting up on his high horse looking down on everyone else, and he'll do whatever it takes to get more power. I hope these upper-class people eventually face the punishment they deserve. Too bad the scales of fate lean one way or another, unless someone steps in to tip them back. I digress. That's all for today. I have some errands to attend to, so I'll take my leave. Have fun at the auction.
It is a pleasure to see you again, Master Proxy.
It's been a while.
Lies, deception, betrayal. I see swirling mist, shrouding the truth in a deep, enigmatic haze. Found you. Chosen one. You are exactly as I thought you'd be.
Chosen One? What's that? Sounds like something from a tacky novel that was popular a decade ago.
Words can only convey so much, so it's understandable if what I say doesn't make sense to you now. But you'll know what I mean soon enough.
Young lady, I know you might think I'm lying, but I'm telling the truth. That item was my late husband's keepsake, and I had to pawn it due to financial difficulties. But I can't bear to see it auctioned away to who knows where. I'd never be able to get it back. Please help me bid for it. There's a hidden flaw in that item. If you point it out during inspection, it will be withdrawn from the auction and returned to the pawn shop. That way you won't have to pay for it. In return, I'll offer you some compensation. It may not be much, but it's all I can manage. Please.
Mom, please don't cry. Your story might be genuine, but your intention is not. Besides, this has nothing to do with me. Your misfortune is not my concern.
Young lady, you don't look like you're struggling for money. How can you be so cold-hearted? I'm sure this refined individual here feels the same way.
Huh? Are you referring to me?
Yes, you! If you're willing, could you please...
The auction is about to start. I'm not sure how you gained entry, but I'm sure you don't want to be driven out with your daughter. And you? Here's a little piece of advice. Don't let your sympathy easily sway you in an auction like this. Otherwise, you might get swindled. I'm Vivian, by the way. Pleasure to meet you.
Dear guests, the auction will begin shortly. Please make your way to the venue.
He may be from the Ravenlock family, but he's been entering the lottery in secret. Maybe he's not as well off as I thought.
Ugh, what rotten luck. I didn't expect to see you here. I won't back down this time.
Aren't you that bigwig from the Ravenlock clan? Surprised to see you at the same auction as us commoners.
This is the top auction in the industry! I really don't know how you got an invitation, but I doubt it was through legitimate means.
You seem a bit hesitant. His accusation isn't true, is it?
You should just give up already. I'm dead set on getting this item.
Let's see who comes out on top in the end. A Ravenlock losing to a commoner like us. It wouldn't look good, would it?
You're right. So for the honor of the Ravenlocks, I can't lose!
Trying to provoke him backfired.
Okay. Let's not rush into inflating the price. Seems like it's just the two of us interested in the item. Why don't we discuss this in private first?
Let's make a deal. You can have the artwork, and in return, I want 30% of the transaction price in Denny's.
30%? That's outrageous! I'd sooner toss those Denny's in the river than hand them over to you!
I admire your ambition, but you're being a bit too greedy.
You're really stubborn, huh? Is it really worth arguing over such a small collectible?
Sure is. The money in our pocket is our biggest advantage. Host, I'm raising the bid.
The price is way more than it's worth. Forget it, I'm out.
It's a bit overpriced, but it's still acceptable. Regardless, congratulations on your winning bid. Though, in my opinion, its aesthetic style is a bit ahead of its time. But as long as you like it, that's what matters. After all, the true value of art is in the love people invest in it.
The next item is truly exceptional. The final creation of a legendary artist, the only one of its kind in all of New Eridu. The artist's tale is quite fascinating. Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Because of this, authentic works are few and far between, making each one incredibly precious. And this stunning final piece, anyone who loves his work won't want to miss it. Without further ado, let's get started! Starting bid, 200 million dennies!
If I can get it for under 500 million, I can still turn a profit. 300 million!
I'm not mistaken. Wise, isn't that the item the woman asked Vivian to bid on?
Yeah, that's the one. If our budget allows, perhaps we should.
1 billion.
Even if his final piece is a collectible of this quality, starting at $1 million right off the bat. Since she doesn't have to earn her own money, any bid is just a number to her.
Was that Vivian? Wow, she just said, don't let your sympathy sway you, then went ahead and bid anyways.
Yeah, but she can literally afford not to take her own advice.
Ooh, this elegantly dressed lady certainly has refined taste and deep pockets. So, is anyone ready to challenge this young lady? Invest in the legacy of a talented artist who left us too soon. Its value could double in the future.
I'd advise against it. I'm going to bid on this no matter the price tonight.
This young lady is certainly very confident. Our time is almost up at $1 billion. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Sold for $1 billion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the first half of the auction. Please feel free to unwind in the lounge for a bit, as more treasures await in the second half.
The coffee here is drinkable.
Why are there so many unfamiliar faces around? I thought this was for regulars only.
You have a strange look on your face. Despite her ruthless exterior, she's actually quite kind-hearted. Though you wouldn't dare think that, would you?
How did you know?
Looks like I hit the mark. Just to clarify, I didn't assist that woman out of kindness, nor do I plan on giving up the item I just purchased, because it's nothing more than a common scam.
A scam? So you're saying that woman is a con artist?
They'll tell you a tragic story, begging you to help bid on a collectible at a high price. They promise a reward and guarantee the item will be withdrawn from the auction, so you think you won't have to pay anything. But the reality is, once you bid, the deal is done. No going back, and you end up shelling out a hefty sum for something worthless.
So, why did you still bid on the item?
I really enjoyed the story of that legendary artist. Art, at its essence, sells stories, doesn't it? I'm willing to pay the price for the stories I choose. That's another lie. Looks like you believed me.
I didn't really believe you.
Let me give you another piece of advice. Appearances can be deceiving. People often mask their true intentions. Sometimes, what you can't see is the real truth. I hope next time you'll accept my invitation, and not that of these pretenders. I'll see you soon, my friend of many secrets.
The second half of the auction is about to begin. Please make your way to the venue. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back! Up next in our auction is tonight's showpiece, the one-of-a-kind Robe of Heroes! Legend has it that, long ago, this was a garment that only a hero could wear. What's truly fascinating is the unique gem embedded in the collar of this robe. It's unlike any gem I've ever seen. Almost magical.
Wise, that gem's probably what we're looking for.
Such an important item. Yet, it's just there on a piece of clothing, completely unprotected.
How gaudy.
This auction sure is busy. There's people of all sorts, whether they belong or not.
Robe of Heroes. What a tacky name. Nonetheless, I'll secure it. In the name of the Ravenlock family.
Yes, I see it. Seems authentic. Of course, I'll keep an eye on it.
I didn't expect this to drag on so long. I believe there is no meaning in continuing this senseless bidding war. Frankly, wasting time irks me more than squandering money. So, my friend, let's cut to the chase. What did you have in mind?
This man is pretty shrewd. Maybe I should match his energy. I simply want to become a hero.
I see. You have a unique aspiration indeed.
While this banter is amusing, Master Proxy, it's unlikely to resolve our current dilemma.
There are more antiques in this auction than just the robe. Why rush into this? You might find something else you prefer.
Actually, I know the secrets of that robe.
Really? So there is something more to the robe.
Our opponent seems quite astute, Master Proxy. Let's avoid anything that might raise suspicion.
The Ravenlock family always gets what they desire. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask around.
If your family really is that powerful, why engage in a bidding war with a commoner like me? How about cutting me some slack?
Well, I'd be happy to go along with your proposal. So, why not withdraw? And I'll grant you anything else you desire from this auction for free. Have we a deal?
This approach doesn't seem to be working with him, Master Proxy.
My time is valuable, my friend. I've already lost a significant amount of Denny's talking to you. If I offer you a token of appreciation, let's say a hefty sum of Denny's. Would you consider backing out of this bid?
Don't try to bribe me. I don't need or want money. For once.
You're quite persistent, aren't you? It's been a while since someone dared speak to me like that. All right, since I can't sway you, we'll have to settle this with our financial power. But let me be clear. No matter how high it goes, I won't back down.
Oh no. Though the mayor gave us a huge sum of Denny's, I have a sinking feeling it won't be enough to outbid this rich jerk.
Thank you, everyone. It appears I'm the final winner of this auction after all. Well, I'll be taking this masterpiece with me. Of course. I must extend my sincere gratitude to all of you.
Damn it, we almost won! Ugh, Denny grabbing jerks.
I got a message from Hugo. He wants us to... look up?
What happened?
Why'd the lights go out?
What's going on? The power went out?
Mommy! I'm scared!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's auction. My apologies for the long and dreary opening. Losers always have a lot to say.
That guy looks familiar.
Is that...
What are you all standing around for? Someone deal with this intruder!
How uncouth. I'm simply here to reclaim what's rightfully mine.
You! When did you?
Well then, tonight's show is coming to an end. I wish you all a lovely evening. Yours truly, Mockingbird.
After him! Catch that thief or forget about getting paid tonight!
I can't believe he's here. And his target happens to be that core, too. Forgive me, Master Proxy, but that... Mockingbird and I have... history.
He might find it surprising, but I know him too.
You do? I see. So that's how you know him. Years ago, we founded Mockingbird, the Phantom Thieves Syndicate. Things started off well. We were young, with naive ideals and lofty goals, and we pursued what we thought was right. But one night, that all changed. There may have been signs of what was to come, but no one noticed them at the time, or perhaps we chose to ignore them. Eventually, I left Mockingbird and accepted the olive branch extended by the mayor. The separation was, shall we say, less than amicable. And my dearest friend became my sworn enemy. Master Proxy, if I may ask, what do you think of Hugo?
He seems pretty nice. He did lend us a hand, so he doesn't really come across as a bad guy to me.
I see. A facade, I'm sure, to earn your trust. In any case, he is very dangerous. I'm still unsure of his intentions, but we cannot risk letting him have the sacrifice core. Based on my past experiences, I can likely predict the route he'll take to evade his pursuers and escape. However, this path lies within the Hollow. Master Proxy, can you...
Let's head straight there. I'm feeling super strong right now.
Very well. Please, follow me then. As I thought, Hugo really is here. When we were still working together, we would often choose routes that were difficult to attack, yet easy to defend. Don't worry, Master Proxy. I'll catch him. Master Proxy, the layout of the port is complex. Ethereals may jump out from any corner. Do be extra careful.
There are so many ethereals. They don't seem to faze him at all.
Though I am loath to admit it, that man is quite formidable.
Goodbye.
Get hurt!
I'm not going to let you have your way. Master Proxy, that's one of Hugo's weapons. Make sure to avoid it. Stay calm now. It may look like a coin, but it's actually a dart. He's extremely familiar with this place. Master Proxy, dragging this out will only be to our disadvantage. Let's proceed through here post-haste. Stand still. The mechanism here isn't damaged. It's still functioning normally. Something's not right. It feels too easy, almost as if they let us through on purpose. Evade, now! Stay calm now. Stand still. This must be the right way. Not to worry, Master Proxy. We'll be able to catch up to him soon. It should be this way. Are they from the auction? No, they shouldn't be able to track Hugo here. They're likely just Hollow Raiders. Back then, Hugo would typically retreat into a hollow after securing the goods. And as his partner, I'd be responsible for leading the pursuers astray. I'm unsure if he has a partner now, or who they might be if he does.
He was alone the entire time when he approached us before.
I see. That's good. It means he must be carrying that core himself. Regardless, Master Proxy, let's steer clear of those Hollow Raiders for now. Although I'm confident in my ability to defeat them, a clash here might delay us and jeopardize your safety. Our main focus now is locating Hugo and retrieving the gem. Stay calm now. Stand still. He should be nearby.
Long time no see, traitor.
It was you who broke the oath, not me.
You haven't changed, pompous and self-righteous.
Beyond reason!
Both of you! Enough!
Master Proxy. Are you all right, Master Proxy? Any injuries?
I'm fine. I just forgot I wasn't Eos. I thought your attacks would just go over my head. I'm not used to being this tall, I guess.
Rest assured, Manager, my blade has always been steady. I'll never point my weapon at my allies, especially not you. As for that oath, he has no sense of control in the heat of battle, even turning on his own comrades.
I'd thank you not to spread lies.
What? Are you denying it? I merely spoke the truth, didn't I?
Thought we were in for a tough day, but it seems we struck gold in the end. If you value your lives, you better hand over all your etheric resources and any other valuables you've got.
I have no conflict with you, gentlemen. I'm here for personal reasons, not to mine ether resources.
Cut the crap. It's been a rough day, and we need something to make it right. Whatever your business is, pay your dough or bite the dust.
Pay our dough? This is the Hollow. You're not claiming this Hollow as your own, are you? Not even the current mayor of New Eridu would dare to make that assertion. Am I correct, Mr. Mayflower Watchdog?
You sure have a mouth on you, pretty boy. Don't push it. We've buried idiots like you in the Hollow before, and soon you'll be joining them.
I'd urge you to reconsider.
Unfortunately, your kind advice has come too late. They've already worn my patience thin. scared? Then perhaps you should think twice before you act. You've made your bed. Now lie in it.
Sorry! I'm so sorry! Please have mercy!
Spare us! We won't do it again!
Are you quite done blowing off steam? Don't kill them. I'll hand them over to public security once we're out of...
Who do you think you are to tell me what to do? They weren't planning to show you any mercy, yet you forgive them so easily. You haven't changed at all over the years, Lycon. To hell with you and your foolish fantasies of being some almighty savior. Haven't you learned your lesson from what happened with your eye and legs?
My principles remain unshaken. No one has the right to take another's life.
Sinners deserve punishment. Do you know how many lives they've taken? I'm merely delivering the justice the world needs.
It is not our place to pass judgment. I know I will not sway you. There's no point in continuing this argument. I will stop you. I always will.
Go ahead and try. I will defeat you. I always will. Be prepared to kneel before me, traitor.
You talk too much.
Beg for mercy. Proxy, I'd advise against trusting anyone from the Mayflower family. Or their dog. How many bodies did the mayor step over in his ascent to power?
Really? Do you two have to do this now?
My apologies, dear manager, but I'm itching to teach him a lesson.
Stand still.
Shut up!
Worry not. Mastery of my skills will come in time. But there's something more important I would like to teach you. Something about faith.
Does a phantom thief even need faith?
Of course. What else would we fight for?
For wealth, fame, and power to stand at the top so nothing and no one can imprison us. Isn't that what everyone desires? Or perhaps by faith, do you mean something asinine and empty, like justice, dreams, or friendship? Hilarious. Grow up, Lycon. It's time to let go of your naive fantasies of being some almighty savior.
You just don't get it.
All right, enough squabbling. What I'm trying to teach you is very simple. I may not walk the path of justice, but I do not walk the path of evil. There's too much injustice in this world, and there are times when it becomes necessary to right those wrongs with unconventional methods. Taking lives, however, is out of the question. Life is a precious gift, one that nobody has the right to steal. No one should have the authority to judge whether another lives or dies. Keep that in mind.
I will.
You don't seem convinced, Hugo.
As you mentioned, this world is unjust. That's why we must strive to bring fairness to this world. Those who cause harm should face consequences, just as those who take lives should. But not all lives hold the same value. Sometimes, you may need to eliminate one if it means saving more.
You're too proud. Your pride may lead you astray.
I have my own path and beliefs, Jack. I'll determine for myself what's fair and unfair.
Hey, watch your mouth. If it weren't for Jack, you'd be dead already.
You're a smart kid, Hugo. Skilled too. You could easily take the life of a sinner. However, what if one day you found out you were wrong? What if that so-called sinner were innocent? Could you bring them back to life?
I wouldn't make that mistake.
To err is human. Everyone is bound to make mistakes. It's good you are open with your thoughts. I just don't want your troubled past to weigh you down. Because your hatred doesn't define you. It only eats away at you.
What's wrong, Lycon? You've been quiet for a while now.
My apologies, Master Proxy. I was just reminded of some past memories. Before Hugo and I founded Mockingbird, we had a mentor, Jack. He took us under his wing when we were in dire straits, imparting his skills and life lessons. But Hugo didn't agree with his viewpoints. Perhaps our paths were always fated to diverge.
Okay, I'll admit. I've been itching to ask. Why did you two split up?
Mockingbird, faced numerous triumphs, but also setbacks. And one of them was a disastrous one.
Hugo. You... Was this you? All this?
So what if it was?
Gone crazy? Have you been planning this all along? You'd bury all these lives in the name of vengeance?
They deserve to die. Especially my so-called father. I should have killed him a long time ago. A really long time ago. You know what, Lycon? There's some people whose only purpose in life is to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes murder is what brings justice back into this world. And for that, I must stain these hands in blood.
Enough! I can't trust anything you say anymore. I'm leaving Mockingbird, now!
Where are you going?
Anywhere. Someone from the Mayflowers got in touch with me before.
Are you mad? You know what those hypocrites in city administration are like. They're no different from tops. We fought them together all this time, and now you're leaving to serve as their lapdog. Are you going to turn your back on Mockingbird? Turn your back on me?
The mayor is different from the others. But it doesn't matter. I'm not going to even try convincing you. As your friend, I'll give you one last piece of advice. Please, stop here. Otherwise, the day will come where your hatred and ambition will consume you.
My apologies, Master Proxy, that you had to hear such an unpleasant tale. Hugo came from a powerful family, and his relationship with them was always strained, especially with his own father. So much so that Hugo wanted to personally put an end to him. After shouldering a mountain of injustice, Hugo ran away from home. That's when Jack and I met him. And that setback that Mockingbird suffered turned out to be intimately connected to his family. I had thought it was just a normal mission, when in fact he was plotting revenge. He took advantage of me and everyone else there. I do not mean to pass judgment on him and his decision, but I refuse to accept a partner who is willing to trample over other people's lives for their own desires. Perhaps his family left a mark on him that continues to influence him to this day. In any case, Hugo still has the sacrifice core. We should contact the mayor to plan our next moves.
A pleasure to speak with you again. Lycon has already filled me in on Mockingbird stealing the sacrifice core. I'll deal with it.
Anything else we can do to help? I mean, we didn't manage to complete our mission.
No. You've done well. It's just not appropriate for you to get involved in what's to come.
We've been through far more dangerous situations. Plus, we've dealt with Mr. Mockingbird before. So maybe we could help you.
Really, I appreciate your kindness. It's just... Very well. Seeing as you're all people I know I can trust, I'm going to be frank. Not long ago, I received a letter declaring criminal intent.
Sir.
Lycon, I know you don't want to place them in danger. I feel the same way. However, I believe they deserve to know the truth. That letter threatened to use a sacrifice to take vengeance against the entire city of New Eridu.
What do you mean by vengeance?
I believe the person, or the organization, who sent the letter is planning to use the sacrifice to mount a large-scale attack against the city. Everything we've uncovered so far seems to support this hypothesis. As you know, the sacrifice's true power is a mystery and cannot be controlled if anyone attempts to use it as a weapon. This is no small issue. If this gets out, it'll send the public into a panic. Please promise me you'll keep things confidential.
Then let us help out. We can do our part too.
But it's like I said before, it'll be too dangerous for you. Whichever way you look at it, you're still citizens of New Eridu, and as mayor, it's my duty to protect you. Plus, Carol would be furious with me if I put you in danger. If she were still around. Anyway, I'm not at liberty to discuss this matter any further. Please rest assured that we will handle things properly as the administrative authority of New Eridu.
That's right. Master Proxy, please trust us.
So that'll be all for today. Goodbye for now.